Learning to be alone and learning to love being alone for me has been one of the biggest factors in developing myself, developing the relationship that I have with myself, developing my own ideas, my own values, and the things I love to think about. And I think we can't stress this enough. And in the society we live in today, it is not something that's being shown as the Holy Grail. It's not promoted to be alone, but I think only in being alone and learning to love being alone is where we can really develop ourselves and start to live the life that you want to live. Because if you're constantly surrounded by other people, and these can be great people, you're still being influenced by how they think, what they think is important, and what they think is valuable in life. And I think it's very important to decide that for yourself first, and then you can show up as the person that knows what they find important. And then the conversations you start having with other people, when you are with other people, they become more valuable, they become more insightful, you can learn something from others, and others can learn something from you. Now, when you're never alone, or when you're alone but you go on your phone, or you go on YouTube, Netflix, social media, whatever, I'm not saying those are bad things. I'm saying it's also important to actually be alone. Don't distract yourself with things, and have conversations with yourself. Write stuff down, think about stuff, and form your own ways of thinking. Now, the importance of having a good relationship with yourself is huge in this, because you'll come to a point where you start loving to be alone. You love spending time with yourself. You love doing stuff alone, even traveling alone. I'll make another video about traveling alone because I think it's a huge thing. But just being able to have fun by yourself enables you to have even more fun with other people, because you don't rely on those other people in order to have fun anymore. You don't need other people. You don't need the validation of others. You don't need the company. Which means you're fully content with yourself, you love yourself, you can have fun with yourself. And this helps you in having even more fun when you are with other people. Because when you're with other people, you don't need the validation. You don't need to show up in a certain way. At least you won't think you have to show up in a certain way. You never have to. But when you start appreciating yourself and placing your self-worth higher and just loving yourself, it becomes way easier to be yourself with other people. People start realizing this, people start valuing you even more, and this is just one big positive loop and positive thing. This isn't easy. I actually remember vividly that at age, let's say 16 to probably 20, I could not stand even the thought of not doing something on Friday or Saturday, because it has just been instilled in us that in the weekends we have to do things with friends, we have to go out partying, we have to have fun with other people. But what if just sometimes you decide, listen, I'm not going to do anything tonight, I'm going to spend some time with myself, I'm going to do something that I love, I'm going to go to a nice place and just chill. You start building that relationship with yourself. Now, like I said, this was also hard for me. It took time, and it took a lot of nights where I was sitting alone because I decided it was a good idea, and just feeling this FOMO, the fear of missing out. Oh, my friends are out partying, they must have a great time, I'm missing stuff. Am I losing my spot in the group? How are my friends thinking of me? These were all fears that I've been having, and that actually played a pretty big part in this whole process, because this was hard. I used to think I'm doing the wrong thing, this is not healthy, I should be around people. But in doing this more and more, you just start really valuing that time alone. I love being alone now. I love doing nothing sometimes. I love writing. I love thinking about stuff. I love going to the movies alone. I love traveling alone. I also love doing these things with people, but I also love doing it alone. And this creates a certainty for yourself that you will never feel alone eventually. You love being with people, but you also love being alone. And that's what I really want to remind myself of and encourage other people to also try it. Just 1 or 2 nights, just try being alone, try do something that you love. Buy yourself some nice snacks, some nice foods, put on a good movie, watch it by yourself. Don't distract yourself with social media or with other things, and just be by yourself. Start appreciating that alone time. And I think you'll really find some value in this, and it will make the relationship with yourself and with others better in the long run. So try it out. You got this.